Good morning, guys. How do we make the diagnosis of testosterone deficiency? Firstly, men present with negative symptoms associated with low testosterone, and then typically they present to their doctor and have blood tests to not only confirm the deficiency, but also establish a diagnosis and rule out possible reversible causes and look to contraindications. So if they fulfill the diagnostic criteria, should they start TRT? Well, you would automatically assume yes. But biology isn't as simple as that. So we're going to go through a case study that highlights this point. Because you would think, as a TRT doctor, I would want absolutely everybody on TRT. We know the health benefits of having normal testosterone levels. Now, there's a lot of debate about what is considered normal. We've already discussed the fact that average is not normal if you look at a population nowadays, because we live in a sick society, but let's not go into that. So, negative symptoms, confirmatory blood tests, bang, you should go on TRT. Now this chap, he presented on the recommendation of another patient who has seen the benefits of normalizing melandrin levels on his physical and psychological well-being. He's health conscious, looks after his diet, exercises regularly, and he's a high flyer. So this was more of a sort of a health promotion, health monitoring rationale for having his bloods done and having a review with myself. So let's talk negative symptoms. The commonest presenting symptoms are low energy, so fatigue, brain fog, cognitive decline, low libido, loss of drive and determination. Now, which of these symptoms did this guy have? Well, to be fair, he only had a little bit of fatigue in the afternoons. So everything else was fine. So if you look at all the other issues that could be contributing to fatigue, the most notable one that stood out to me through talking to him was his sleep. So obviously sleep plays a massive component in energy. You must rest and recover and grow at night time in order to be able to face the day. So there was an obvious avenue that he could pursue. Libido. Wow. He joked, but he was deadly serious. He said, I was quite surprised I didn't have an erection on the way down. Normally, if I travel for more than an hour, I will have an erection. I was like, so he is Randy Goat Boy. And he said, yeah, daily morning erections, high libido. Now, I quite like the morning erection sign because it's primarily under androgen control. But interestingly, also sleep's particularly important. So morning erections tend to happen during rapid eye movement sleep. So this guy was having regular morning erections, an incredibly high libido, and he had a bit of a sleep disturbance. So it doesn't really compute, does it? So that's reassuring. So physically, average physique, not particularly muscular, not particularly skinny, healthy looking chap, to be fair. Blood pressure, perfect. Testicles, I won't say perfect, that'd be a bit weird. Normal, normal sized testicles. And no symptoms of androgen deficiency, to be fair. Not that beard or anything like that is that's a bit of a joke, to be fair. But yeah, he looked like a normal chap. So, blood tests. His latest blood tests. He had the sports hormone check ultravit blood test from Medichecks. Hemoglobin normal, slightly on the high side, so 171, so upper limit's normal 170, and a slightly raised haematocrit 0.1511. So that would point to a sleep issue. So obstructive sleep apnea. This is where you get periods of hypoxia and you wake up normally and a bit of a start. Sometimes you confuse that with needing to go for a pee, but essentially your body's obviously having to wake itself up, and what you have is a compensatory increase in your hematocrit to carry more oxygen to the tissues. So that actually, again, further supports the issue. Sleep. Do not underemphasize the importance of sleep. Sleep is integral not only to male androgen levels, but also 100% rest, recover, grow, prepare for the day. Kidneys normal, liver normal, HbA1c brilliant, so 27, ranges 20 to 42. Lipid profile, that needs a little bit of work. LDL to HDL ratio isn't very good, so I've pointed him in the direction of nutritional advice. Inflammatory markers normal, iron normal, magnesium, folate, B12, vitamin D all normal, thyroid perfect. So the nitty gritty, his male androgen levels. So looking at the pituitary hormones, everything's bang in the middle. FSH, LH, both 5 point something. Prolactin, bang, normal. So his testosterone, get ready. This guy, all that's happening is he's having a little bit of somnolence in the afternoon, which we can already put down to poor sleep. We've already thought, okay, obstructive sleep apnea is potentially a cause, and it's further supported by the fact that his hematocrit's raised. Libido, Randy Goat Boy. This guy's Randy Goat Boy. What's his testosterone? 8. We couldn't make it up. His free testosterone, 0.187. Estrogen, 43. So he should be on his arse. He really should be on his arse. I mean, those numbers are atrocious on paper. But looking at him physically, looking at other physiological parameters, everything is normal. I say normal, I say good, because again, normal opens up a can of worms. So, is TRT in this guy's best interests at this time? He literally has no negative symptoms apart from sleep issues, which will probably be contributing to his fatigue. So should this guy go on to TRT? He's got confirmed low numbers. He did actually have a test a year ago which showed a testosterone level of 12. So this is a consistently low level for this chap. The answer to the question is no. I do not believe testosterone replacement therapy is in this guy's best interests at this time. What he should do is go and address his sleep, address his diet, and then reassess. Once he's done this, if he has negative symptoms develop, then yeah, of course you can make a justification for TRT. So, testosterone deficiency is a complicated subject. Our understanding, our knowledge regarding the subject is limited. In order to make an informed choice, you need to have all of the facts. And that does not mean a cursory history. It doesn't even mean confirming the diagnosis with blood tests. It means looking at the situation as a whole. Everything. You must have a holistic approach to making the diagnosis of testosterone deficiency and making that decision to start somebody on testosterone replacement therapy, because it is a lifelong therapy. It is involved, and there are health benefits from having normal testosterone levels. Now, you can make a very valid statement here and say his levels are not normal, but conversely, you can also make the statement that his levels are normal for him at this stage, because not only does he have literally zero negative symptoms, all of his other physiological parameters are barn door normal. So, address causation. So his fatigue is likely due to something like obstructive sleep apnea, because obviously that's been backed up with a raised haematocrit. So there's the emergence of lots of online providers and people not showing due diligence in making the decision as into whether TRT is in a person's, or should I say a client's, best interest when we're talking about them. So with caution, guys, understand that physiology, genetics, requirements all play a really important role, and honestly, TRT, brilliant, but only if you need it.